Yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait. I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know. You ain't never.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, no, easy.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
Big series
Where's the hot?
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight dog.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Not today.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
We take a win.
44, Mike.
Bravo.
Let's put him on the front.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Smith here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Key to tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Jahan, 180!
Hey, they scared!
What's the 50?
Double up!
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. To throw, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. 24 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Inside.
Check pass. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. Wide left.
Watch out.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
As we step aside here in this second quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Lucky.
Check 30. 55.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You gonna get this? Hey, Mike. 26. Hey, zoom. You think you gonna get this?
54 is Mike.
Protein spill.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. They need to get get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Right there. 54, right there. 50.
Working for the gun, Rodgers. And that's caught by Smith. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike. 319. 5-4. Yeah, Liz. I'm going back.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's first and 10 at the 14.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 300. Both to Mike. Mike's both. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Final play of the half. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum.
And Rodgers is going to go down. down. He's sacked. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, this one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
258. Rip left, rip left.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
258.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
26. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They run again on first down. Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26. Check 26.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go again. Hey, box drop. He's checking. Run.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Zebra.
On third down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the
Back now at Lambeau. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the run. Check your hot read.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I got you. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check three. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And Diggs has it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
1st down, Minnesota.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Crunch.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Switch gears. Watch the ship. Hey.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mike, 44. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
On second down now, it's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Deuce, 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 deuce. Like that.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
358.
Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
It's a turnover on downs.
Oh, here we go. Oh, double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 50, Mike
options here to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.